What's up, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug with the RapHustle.com. This is the unpopular opinion. Um, this segment here is about the artist formerly known as Kanye West, who we know as Ye at this point. Recently, he and his partner, dollar sign. I don't want to call them like, what I'm saying, is, duo, they're a duo when it comes to making music, but they're not a group. So him and his partner, dollar sign, have a series called Vultures. The first one came out last month, February, and the second one was slated to come out this past Friday on the 8th, and it hasn't came out. And we all know that when he put the first one out, that it was met with a lot of controversy from the streaming platforms who didn't want to, support his the project. So I came across a post from Lovely T. Shout out to her, where she was pretty much, it wasn't really her speaking. It was just a post that she posted with how Kanye felt about bringing out his next album, the part two to the album. And let me bring this up real quick. Go to my page here. On this excerpt I'm about to read, it says Kanye West has said that he's considering all options for releasing his new album, including keeping it off of streaming services. Now I want to stop there. I'm going to reiterate my opinion on this situation as I read. First of all, we all know that streaming is a big thing when it comes to the music industry. A lot of our consumers have grown to consuming the music for free through the streaming platforms. And with that being said, the streaming platforms have become the popular go-to for music, and also has been an avenue for the artists to get their music out to the world. After the traditional distribution uh, industry collapsed. For what we knew it to be years ago. So now we're in the streaming era where everything is being streamed directly to the consumers for free. They can just put your music up on their phone if they own an app, like Apple Music or, Spotify and things like that. Which is the cool thing. But for the artists, it puts them in a trick bag to where now your music is deemed to be unvaluable because I can get it for free, And with Kanye going through the things that he's going through due to the controversial things that he say in public, you know, um, he's been being attacked by these big entities, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And with these big entities come a system that was an old system that's trying to find new ways to corner the market. And what they've done is all the old music execs are now in position at these streaming services like Apple Music and things like that. And they're really finding ways to shut people out, to take control and take over the industry once again. And so Kanye West is considering not including streaming services with his new rollout for Vultures too. Then it goes on to read, Ye told the fan site Ye Fanatics, with whom he has been communicating in recent days, that he has been talking with the team about the method of release for his new album with Ty Dolla Sign's Vulture 2. Now, I Ye Fanatics must be a new site, a new platform that Ye has built to get all of his real supporters over there to see what they're talking about, see what they want, and to basically go directly to the consumers, which is a smart thing. in this day and age. And I'm gonna tell you why after I get through with this excerpt. So it goes on to read, well, we see albums on Yeezy. He says, we sell albums on Yeezy. I got 20 million Instagram followers. He said, when 5% of my followers buy an album, that's 1 million albums sold. That's 300K more than the biggest album last year. I want you to soak that in. And he said, we sold 1 million items on Yeezy.com on Super Bowl Sunday. So we know it's possible. How do you feel about us not streaming and only selling album digitally? So I want to stop right there. The question is, how do you feel about us not streaming and only selling the album digitally? And let me give you my opinion on this. I think that's a great thing. And I'm gonna tell you why, because the consumers are so used to getting their music online for free now that it put them in a position to where this is their go-to, to go online to get music. I remember back in the day when the internet first became popular with around the music, everybody was making their own websites for their music. And then people didn't get any traction from that because at the time, you know, there was no DSPs, and it was kind of hard to get your website out there to get people to even go to your website because that's not how people were interested in getting their music. They were still, you know what I'm saying, buying music at the stores and, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever they had to do to get music. But now at this time, in this landscape of the music game, I believe that it's a good thing for artists to get the consumers to go directly to the consumers by having their own platforms where they can consume their music, whether it's free or whether it's a fee. And the reason I say that is because the internet is all about internet real estate. Like it's the new real estate game. The internet is. So imagine what he's saying in this. So with the fan base that Yeezy has, where he's saying, let me go back to it. He says, we sell albums on Yeezy. I got 20 million Instagram followers. He said, when 5% of those followers buy an album, that's 1 million albums sold. So imagine that. If he has 20 million Instagram followers and just uh a million of his followers buy an album at, let's say, $10, that's $10 million directly to his pocket. $10 million directly to his bank accounts. And with an artist like Yeezy, he's bound to get more than 1 million. Because he's so controversial, you're going to follow him. And a lot of people love him, regardless of what the industry has tried to paint him as. A lot of people still support and still love Ye, that they are willing to go wherever they need to go to consume his music. So my opinion is it's a good thing for him. And it should be something that a lot of artists are looking at and trying to build up to the point where they're having their real followers and their fans go directly to their source to get their music, to get their merchandise and things like that. And we could use the excuse, well, Ye already has a fan base and all that. That's cool and all. But if you're actively out here doing your music and you're really trying to get to where you're going and you really got real numbers behind it, you really got a real push and a real team pushing you, and you really got real supporters, then of course using the DSPs is cool because that's where people are going to. But now you want to use that as the bait to catch the fish, and then you want to reel the fish in and bring them home. Well, what do you mean by that? If you can use your DSPs, your streaming, so you got to first of all understand that because music is so easily consumed for free online, that one thing you want to know is that you probably won't sell 1 million like Kanye has the potential to do. But even if you could just sell, let's say, 500 a month from your followers. Let's say you're an artist who has like anywhere near 50,000 followers, and let's say 10% of that 50,000, which would be 5,000 of those followers, are loyal fans who really actually support you. And let's say you can get another 10% of them 5,000, which would be 500 supporters, to purchase your music, to purchase a t-shirt, your merchandise, to support you at your local events that you're doing. So let's just go back to the music. If you could get 500 people to spend $10 with you as an independent coming up, that's $5,000 a month just off of your music. This is how you bring the money back into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And only your loyal fans are going to take the time out to download the app or to go to your website to support you. And trust me, I know, because there's artists out here that I still support to this day. I see artists out here going to the post office every day to send out merchandise and albums that they're still selling. Don't never let nobody tell you that CDs do not still sell. Because one thing about consumerism is that people like to have things in their hand. They like to buy things that's tangible. So for all the artists out there who's doing, all the content creators, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing videos, movies, or whatever, do not discard physical copies, and do not discard having your own platform for people to come and consume directly with you. Because as long as you continue to bank on people going to your Spotify to listen to your music and all that, and you're waiting for those pennies to add up, as we know they just passing a law in Congress that the artist can get at least 1 penny off of each stream, which is good because 100 streams equals $1. You know, it's better than what it used to be. But still in all, if those 100 people who streamed your music, and let's say 10%, which would be 10 of those people, liked your music and they came to your platform and they said, you know what, I want to buy this album for $10, you just made $100 off of them 100 people. And well, you made $101 because that $1 that you're getting from the stream is there. So that's extras. And the $10 that the $100 that you made from them 10 people that bought your CDs, or let's just say 10 people bought a shirt or something in support of you for $20. Now that's $200. So it brings the money back to the game. So I don't want the artist to get uh how could I say, discouraged and mentally raped, thinking that there's no way that they can make money on music, because you just have to be creative in this space in this time, because the internet is still like the wild, wild west. It's every day people are inventing new ways to make money on it. And as an artist, you have to be creative. You have to be informative. You know what I'm saying? You have to do your research, and you have to be serious about your business. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for you. I would like to know what y'all think about this subject. Leave a comment below this video on what you think. Do you think that, let me see how you say it. How do you feel about not streaming and only selling the album digitally? How do you feel about selling your music digitally? How do you feel about consuming your music digitally if you're just a consumer? We really want to know. We really want to get your unpopular opinion on this subject. So leave a comment below. And if you're an artist, model, entrepreneur, just somebody who likes to support independent content creators, sign up for the raphustle.com, create a profile page. And hey, let's move this needle in a whole new direction, man. Like I said, the internet is like the wild, wild west right now. It's wide open. Let's be creative. Let's hustle together, and let's get this money. Charge.